Happy New Year, everyone. We're really excited to be back from our winter break. Let me catch you up to speed on what's been going on the grass-fed homestead. Hello, chickens. How are things in here? There hasn't been a tremendous amount of activity going on over the last week. After all, we were on winter break, but there have been a couple noteworthy items. The first is we've made some serious progress with the roosting bars. Today is day 173, so it's our first day of YouTube vacation, if you will. And I was just coming out to put the birds up, and I noticed they started jumping up on the roosting bars. Check it out. I haven't gone in there to put the box over their water or put the shelf up to keep them out of the corner yet. I'm just kind of waiting to see how this plays out for a little bit. Well, they've all since jumped down. At the end of the day, the pullets are still choosing the ground over the roosting bars. Day 174. Last night we got another 5 inches of snow. Check this out. I'm walking towards the Energizer to get that unplugged, and I'm going definitely over my... Need to cinch the top of some of these. It's definitely going over the top of my boots here, which is not good. I think it's time I start doing chores in my snowshoes. Our friends from whom we buy our hay, Virginia and Stacy from Blue Creek Dairy Farm, recommended that I put the Energizer up on a milk crate to get it up out of the snow, because it was starting to get buried, but after last night it was definitely buried. Our morning temperature difference between outside and inside the greenhouse is 27 degrees Fahrenheit outside, 35 degrees Fahrenheit inside the greenhouse. Are you practicing for later tonight? Getting up on that roost? You go, girl. You show the others. You know the way. I just came out here to shut the birds in for the night. There's still this small group of holdouts down here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of the pullets are up. I think it might be a little too early to call a homestead success on this one because we only have 8 of the birds doing it so far. But this is definitely good progress. I'm really happy to see it. Our friends David and Kim with the silver fox rabbits came over for a visit today, and they just left, so I'm a little late getting out here to check on the chickens. But when I went in there, I was really happy with what I saw. Look at that roosting bar. And the best part, none of the pullets are down here. I didn't have to put the box on the bowl or put the shelf to gate off the corner. Just about everybody's on that top bar. Got somebody down here and a couple in the corner over there. Since almost all of the pullets are roosting, none of them are huddled up in the corner by the water bowl, I'm gonna call it homestead success. Another cool thing over the last week is egg production has pretty much stabilized. We're getting 1 to 2 eggs on average per day now. The first couple of weeks the layers were here in the greenhouse, we weren't getting anything. So we're pretty consistent with 1 to 2 a day now. I'm pretty happy with that. And the Aracanas are really leading the charge with that. They've been really consistent. All right. barred rock, and an Arizona egg today. Alright, thank you, Arizona. The last couple days we've had some really low temperatures. For example, yesterday morning when I came out to feed the chickens, it was -7 degrees Fahrenheit. Celsius conversion. I got kind of excited to see these really low temperatures though, not because I enjoyed being out in them, but because I was really curious to see how the greenhouse would do in the low temperatures. How warm would it stay in the greenhouse with it being -7 degrees outside? But in the not so good news category, the thermometer we got as a gift from our friends Stacy and Virginia that we put in the greenhouse has not been working right. The outdoor temperature seems to be pretty accurate most of the time, comparing it to the Weather Channel, but the indoor temperature got completely stuck at 32 degrees and would not budge. Today is day 175 and it's about 16 degrees Fahrenheit out right now with a decent wind coming in from the north. I'm pretty interested to see what the inside temperature is on the greenhouse this morning because the sun is out, it's pretty bright out, and the greenhouse is going to be collecting that solar heat and not releasing it as quickly. It'll be interesting seeing the temperature difference because we have both pretty low cold temperature this morning coupled with a bright sun. Let's go take a look. That's pretty interesting. This thermometer here is saying the outdoor temperature is 30, indoor temperature is 32. Every day when I check the temperature in there, I verify that the temperature there is the same as from the Weather Channel, and it always has been. So I'm not sure why it's off so dramatically this morning. This is the outdoor thermometer station right here. It sends its signal back to the greenhouse for the display. It is sitting on the front porch and it is getting sunlight. Checking the thermometer again now, it's showing the outdoor temp at 24 degrees Fahrenheit, indoor is still 32. And the sun is behind some clouds now and it's not directly hitting our front porch anymore. So I guess it was the sun shining down directly on that outdoor transmitter that caused that fluctuation. 22 outdoor, 32 inside. It is the morning of day 176. It is 9 degrees Fahrenheit out. They're getting restless in there. It's 9 degrees Fahrenheit with a wind chill of -8. I'm really not too excited about being out doing chores this morning. Let's see how we did in the greenhouse. Wow. Okay, outdoor temperature is accurate, 9 degrees. Indoor, 32. It is considerably warmer in here than it is outside. I don't know if that's quite accurate because I don't know if this greenhouse can really pull off that much of a temperature difference. Sure, we have all these birds in here and the rabbits, they're emitting warmth. And we have a lot of insulation on the exterior of the greenhouse with the snow. You got something caught in your throat there? You might want to spit that out. Oh, you got it? So that was really disappointing. I really wanted to track these temperatures and really test the performance of the greenhouse, but I kind of missed my opportunity with that. When I came out yesterday morning when it was -7, it was registering as 32 in the greenhouse, and then last night after the sun went down, it was probably 10 degrees Fahrenheit outside. In the greenhouse, it was only a few degrees warmer than that, but the thermometer was still registering at 32. Hello, Mr. Rabbit.
In other news, I've made some really good progress over the last week working on the instructional video course I've been putting together over the last few months. One of the segments I was working on yesterday was the breed segment. It's a whole video looking at several different breeds of sheep that are used for meat production. I went to see my friends Rob and Molly at Amiable Acres where they raise Targhee sheep. Rob showed me something really cool that he was working on. Rob has built a chickshaw. You didn't strictly follow Justin Rhodes' plans, right? You made a few modifications to it. Is that you want to tell us about your modifications?
Right. He had an extensive use of metal plates, which I didn't have, and I had wood. So I repositioned some of the pieces of wood and changed a few lengths, so the wood could be the strength on it, and not have to have the metal plates.
Can you show us where those are?
This backboard is the full length out instead of being a 6-inch cut-off piece on the outside of a box. That way it has the full through strength of the board. Another one is over here. Instead of having the board on top, I placed it down in between so that it could be screwed into both pieces of wood at a different angle, not just at the ends. And that way it'll give it more strength. It makes the angle a little hard to work with for the nest box, but it strengthens up the wood just using its own properties. Another one is right in here. That board goes all the way through instead of just setting on top.
I see you have a clear corrugated plastic instead of...
It was free.
It was free, okay. That makes sense.
And from one of Justin's comments, the clear corrugated he figured would be better for winter time.
To let more light in,
to let more light
more
in
warmth.
Especially for a colder climate.
But you don't have the birds in there now, and there's a reason for that, right?
Yes. Too much wind can blow through the nest boxes right now, so I'm building a door to go over the back and block off that wind. And then also, with as cold as it is here, I want to make some skirting that's easily removable for down at the base, and that way we can't have the wind blowing up underneath the birds so bad. And then they could be in it all winter long.
How long did this take to make?
A few hours a day for a month. It really wasn't that long. It was more my other scheduling of taking care of animals and children and all that. So.
And what was your total all-in cost, do you think?
I have to look at my receipts. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't as much as what he predicted. I bought a used bicycle for the wheels and had some angle iron all ready to mount them with. The boards I was able to get on a half off because they were warped and twisted, but that was fine because I was going to cut short lengths.
Nice.
Are a little tougher, but I figured that'd keep the raccoon out.
That's nice.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you're using force.
We are getting some undyed yarn to make hats because it's very cold and our heads are cold.
And we happen to know where a really good source of good wool is.
Thank you. Wow, this is so soft.
It's so soft everywhere.
That's amazing.
You can wear it right under your skin and it's just nice.
It should feel.
Molly made me a pair of socks and it's like, oh, these are so nice.
Wow.
Daddy, I'm to stay a little
It's
longer.
really.
You want to stay a little longer?
Yes. Mommy?
It's time to get the chickens to bed and the rabbits their overnight waterers.
Everyone hasn't quite settled into their position for the night, but as you can see, the pullets have completely occupied the top bar, and the rest of them are on the lower bar there. So all of the pullets are now officially using the roosting bars.